Sailor on Silver from Raised on Fire by the Hotel Lexus. And there's a few things to show you in here. I thought it might be fun to kind of poke around. There's definitely some interesting things in this session. It was a lot of fun to work on. I love the song. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Same issue, really, as Michael Ware, where there's drums leaking into the vocal mic. And with this one, I really tried to go the other way and trying to get those drums out as much as I could. And in the acoustic guitar track as well, which I completely replaced, because I kind of had to. They really kind of made the drums sound really ratty. But I'll lay a bit of that on you. So here's just the vocal track.
Sailor on the silver sea, you'll go out.
And these guys, they were kind of getting it started.
I'll go on.
So they're kind of figuring that out. So, but the rest of it, you can see, I actually just, I've taken...
Sailor on.
And just, a
silver sea.
Cut those moments out. But I also, with the EQ, there's a gate going on to try to get...
Sailor on. A silver sea.
So each line is actually kind of cut out on its own. And a few of them...
completely dark.
Completely dark. So the gate kind of cuts off the K.
Completely dark.
And there was another line over here, the horse line.
A pale horse.
And so I didn't really notice that was happening until he's saying a pale whore. I don't think that's a good idea.
Pale whore.
So I had to go, and you can see on these tracks here, if I add these in, I went and found those letters somehow, somewhere.
Dark.
So there's the K is there.
Completely dark.
I think I might have actually recorded that one myself, made a K sound. And for the horse, so it's not whore.
A pale horse.
There's the S. Just kind of jammed in there right there. So that makes that kind of work.
Horse.
But you can hear, here's the drums by themselves. Pretty dry. But as soon as you add that guitar in, they get really kind of roomy but kind of ratty too. The snares. So this is more the drum sound I kind of wanted. So I replaced that guitar with this one that seems to be muted still. Let me figure that out.
Sailor on a silver sea.
That's actually my nylon string. Trying to get a dark guitar sound.
It's completely dark. You go out. I'll go on.
But yeah, you can still hear kind of in between a little bit.
Rider on.
Where that leakage pokes out.
Pale horse. Rider on. Pale horse.
So another interesting thing about this session is at the end, there's this big long vamp that kind of, my thought about it was that it kind of, off into the silvery nowhere kind of thing. And so the idea that I had was to do a submix of the whole vamp and play it through my Leslie cab and have it transition to just the top horn of the Leslie, and then it starts spinning at a certain point. So And so I made this submix, and this is just that by itself. And at some point here, I hit the twirl. I guess it's here. Yeah, so the trick was to get that to crossfade with the whole rest of the tune, you know? Let's kill the horns for just a second. That was the next thing. There's all kinds of little other guitars, like a couple of piano moments here, I guess. And then the steel, which I was thinking would, is kind of the only thing left after everything kind of faded off into the space somewhere. Interesting. I haven't listened to that way. So then Sid had this idea of having some horns, having really epic horns happen, which I thought was a brilliant idea too. So the emu to the rescue with some big French horns. And there's the other ones. I don't know where these came from. They kind of are spooky and fun, and there's this crazy automated panning thing I was playing around with. So there you have it. Some fun stuff on Sailor on Silver. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.